I request Professor Wessel, Dean of the School of Management and Governance, and Professor Veldkamp, Dean of the Faculty of Geoinformation Science and Earth Observation, to escort Professor Nowotny to the front of the stage. I now invite the honorary academic promoter, Professor Kuhlmann, to present his citation.
Professor Helga Nowotny is an excellent honorary doctor of the University of Twente. For decades, she has been concerned with exploring the options and limitations of the social, ethical, and political shaping of science and technology in society. We must not forget, science and technology are the work of humans. Through scientific work, technological development, we humans shape and change our society, consciously or not. The options and promises of advanced science and technology open up new fantastic views on how humans could construct their bodies, their minds, social relations, institutions, and we saw just earlier examples of that. At the same time, options emerge that many people find disturbing and frightening. Think, for instance, of the possibilities of genetic engineering. Obviously, there are manifold potential futures, often contested, and they are fragile. In her recent book, The Naked Genes, Helga Nowotny wrote, "The molecular age creates a room between dogs and cats, which pluralistic polis," this is all of us, "is ready to fill." Now, end of quote. In today's polis, we find many actors and perspectives. Scientists themselves are actors in the polis. And this holds certainly for the social scientist and thinker Helga Nowotny. Her concern about options and directions of science and technology in society have made her to become a dedicated zoon politikon, a conscious citizen in the world of science, science policy and beyond. Helga Nowotny has been a key figure in the diagnosis of Mode 2 knowledge production, that means foregrounding knowledge production in the context of its application. And she has extended this diagnosis to that of a Mode 2 society in which scientists and universities have many more interactions with society. Our university is addressing this context explicitly with a design orientation and an entrepreneurial approach, with a dedicated collaboration of technical and social faculties and the combination of excellence and relevance. Nowotny's works and diagnosis offers a deeper justification of such approaches and will help us to further improve on them. As a zoon politikon, Helga Nowotny has accepted spring last year, the position of the President of the European Research Council, the ERC, an important institutional innovation in the European research system with potentially far-reaching implications for the future landscape of science in Europe and beyond. Earlier, Helga was a professor of social studies of science at the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology, and she was a professor of social studies of science in Vienna, and had many other positions at various places. But first and foremost, Helga Nowotny has been a seminal writer. She published many books and more than 300 articles in scientific journals. Publications include, among the already mentioned books, thoughtful works such as Insatiable Curiosity, Innovation in a Fragile Future, or Cultures of Technology and the Quest of Innovation, or Rethinking Science, Knowledge and the Public in the Age of Uncertainty. Helga, the University of Twente is proud to have the chance of linking up with both your intellectual force and your political courage. We are looking forward to new inspiring books and, of course, also your continued engagement in the polis of science and technology and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Kuhlmann. I now request the doctoral board and all on the stage to please rise. All others may remain seated. At the meeting on the 22nd of September 2010, the Doctorate Board of the University of Twente decided, by virtue of its authority under Dutch law, to confer the degree of Doctor Honoris Causa on Helga Nowotny for her leading role in exploring the options and limitations of the social, ethical, and political shaping of science and technology. I request the honorary academic promoter, Professor Kuhlmann, to perform the task with which he has been charged.
By virtue of the power vested in me, and on behalf of the doctorate board, I promote you, Helga Nowotny, to Doctor Honoris Causa, grant to you the rights connected to this doctor's title. In evidence, I clothe you with the kappa of the University of Twente and present you with a diploma signed by the Rector Magnificus, the honorary promoter, and ratified by the seal of the University of Twente.
Thank you very much, Professor Kuhlmann. It's my privilege to congratulate you, Professor Nowotny, with your honorary doctorate on behalf of the University of Twente. May I now invite you to address the audience.
Your Majesty, Rector Magnificus, dear colleagues, honored guests, I feel deeply moved and deeply honored, all the more since this honor comes from a technical university that from its very beginning has realized that the building of a technological scientific future depends very much on the societal embedding of what is being constructed and created. This is why the social sciences have had a home in this university, and STS, my specialty of social studies of science, has had a strong voice within the university. STS, this perspective from a social scientist to look at the world as it is being changed and created right around us, and we have seen a beautiful example by the talk that was given before. STS has helped me to converse with my colleagues from many different disciplines and across Europe from many different institutions. It has also helped me to understand the kind of expectations that society brings, often in a not so well articulated way, expectations and aspirations about its future being shaped by science and technology, as well as some of the controversies and tensions that probably inevitably arise in this rapidly and dynamic changing kind of relationship. But it has also helped me to understand that just as genes are not determining our lives, it is the environment, the kind of influence, the kind of embedding and research friendliness that matters for science to thrive. And this is why I continue to be engaged at European level. And the quote by Willem von Oranje that we have heard early on about liberty and freedom is something that I also will defend for the European Research Council. We need this autonomy, and we need funding and investing in frontier research, because this will shape our future. Thank you very much.